Thank you, Roland. I would want to answer that, but then touch on a few misconceptions my brother wants to put out there. So, first of all, you need parties to form government. You see, there's this whole... The NDC is thriving on what we call glittering generalities as a form of... Please, can you allow me?
They are talking about the Galamsey.
You can write it, don't worry. Let's have a very nice...
Okay, so I asked a specific question because I think that you've apprised us of what the position is from the Movement for Change, etc. So I asked a specific question, and I'll relay the question again. What do we think could be the huge implications, either positively or negatively, with the position that organized labor has taken, and if the strike should come into effect tomorrow? I mean, that's the basic. So let's deal with it.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think the organized labor can make any difference with the current position of the NPP and then the NDC government. The NPP government and the NDC. They won't, because the truth is that the people you are asking to... President Akufo-Addo has done that before. He sent the military there only for them to get compromised because they were bought by the cartel. The people, the Galamsey guys, were able to pay them so much that they've not earned even at peacekeeping. To the extent I have friends in the military who would prefer manning a Galamsey site to going for peacekeeping.
Your friends in the military?
Then we have a problem, I'm telling you. So that's why I struggle to come to terms with what we are asking for and what government can do or will do. They've proven it's so apparent that...
Why shouldn't government be in a position to do something in relation to the demands that organized labor is asking?
They are complicit. I mean, there are people that are doing it. The people who are supposed to go and defend the state, the people who are supposed to defend our territories, the people who are supposed to defend our laws are the ones perpetrating this Galamsey. And that's what I'm saying. They cannot fix this Galamsey thing. And what are we even asking for? So there's a lot of, I need to build on a certain foundation before I can because there's so much sensationalism going on that if you don't build the right logical foundation, people will take you out of context and really say all kinds of things. My point is, there are two regimes of Galamsey mining in Ghana. The rock one, and then there's the surface, the alluvial. The alluvial is what is causing this challenge for us. Now, how do we transition into proper rock mining so that we have the full returns from gold, from our mining? That should be the focus. And that is where government cannot do now because it calls for more capital intensive, it calls for more, resources they don't want to commit. Now, what are we asking for again? We are asking that they go and they declare a state of emergency and all. That I think the lands minister said they are going to do. Around the rivers, they are going to repeal the LI that allows for mining in the forest reserves. That's a good step. But again and again, I hate to see the NDC win a political score from this whole struggle. That should be a nationalistic one. And that's my position. And I need to emphasize on that because I've seen some comments that suggest maybe I'm defending MPP. I'm not here to defend MPP. I'm saying they are complicit in whatever menace we are faced with. And now they are unable to do it because, in part, they themselves are the perpetrators. And secondly, there's a very mischievous and hypocritical opposition whose hands are dirty. They are doing the Galamsey with them, and they turn around playing the ostrich. Then we have a problem. Let's have a very dispassionate conversation when it comes to Galamsey. Let's even look at which part of the rivers are polluted, what can be done to solve this issue, and then we can move forward as a nation.
Especially with the demands of organized labor and the action they intend to take. I mean, if I have to re-ask my question or ask my question in a different way.
What can be done first is to eschew all forms of malice, hypocrisy, and then mischief around the cause. That's the first thing, because then we are able to set aside all the unnecessary exaggerations and, amplification of what is not. So, for instance, yesterday I saw pictures of some river. They said it's the Densu. And my first question was, which part of the Densu? Because the Densu it's just in Accra, all the way from the east part of the eastern to Accra. And I'm wondering where in this enclave they are doing Galamsey. For all you know, it's the sand winning that has polluted that water. But now we see all kinds of pollutions, and our first inclination is Galamsey. You go to the north where they do rock mining. They don't do this alluvial thing. So clearly, they don't wash in water. And you have the black voter, white voter muddied. And the first inclination is Galamsey. Then we have to assess these things to be able to come up with, lasting solutions to solve it. I am all for solutions. And I don't think so far the NPP or the NDC, in their current architecture and manner, is able to deal with Galamsey.
So ideally, what should we be doing?
We should start the sensitization. Of course, first things first. The first is to, like the red zone for water bodies, forests, it's a no-no. We have to clamp down on whoever is doing that. And that is what I'm saying they cannot do. NPP cannot do. NDC will make all the noise. They will come and they won't do it. I'm telling you for a fact. Because their people are in there doing the mines.
So what should we be doing now?
First of all, I said we need to clamp down on, mining in rivers, because we have to.
How do we do that? How do we do that?
Jesus Christ.
Please.
Are you going to moderate?
No. Please go ahead.
We need to clamp down on whatever is going on there. Second is to engage the people, the illegal miners, or whoever has a license to mine, however the license stipulates. We need to engage more. Because again, let's cast our minds back to what happened when President Akufo-Addo assumed power. The British style, going in with military helicopters, burning excavators, almost to a point of shoot to kill. Those British reactions to things do not solve problems. I believe in intelligent ways of dealing with issues, and then you have a sustainable, and lasting effect for everyone. We've done some of these things. I see Ghanaians asking to shoot to kill people. We are in a democratic dispensation. You don't shoot to kill people. The soldier doing that can have consequences after the actions. So please, let's deal with this issue dispassionately. Like I mentioned, let's set aside the glittering generalities. Somebody goes to take a picture of Western region somewhere, and they want to paint a picture as if the whole of Ghana is polluted. It's not it. Let's be very precise in our definitions for Galamsey itself. Let's be very precise in what can be done to solve the issue. And let's be very precise on where the hotspots are, and then we can deal with it once and for all.
We have in the studio Awal Mohammed. Thank you for joining us.